What's up, world? It's your boy J Tuck back with another Cowboys fans only show. So go ahead, comment, like, subscribe somewhere down there, somewhere down there, somewhere down there. And also make sure you turn on the notification bell to make sure you update it as soon as I release a video to make sure you get all your Cowboys news. Also, make sure you follow my homeboy Skywalker Steele on his channel. And shouts out to my boy Cowboy Sid and his channel. Spoke to him on the phone last night, had a great conversation. So a lot of good ideas coming to the channel that I cannot wait to bring to you. And shouts out to all the subscribers out there. I appreciate you deeply. But let's get into it. So as I mentioned in the last video, Andy Dalton signed a one-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys as a backup. Let me run that back. As a backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And just like I told you, there was going to be chaos. There's going to be anarchy. There's going to be noise. There's going to be pollution. And my goodness, it's everywhere. But don't worry, Cowboys fan. We're going to stay solid because we know Andy Dalton's our backup quarterback. And Dak Prescott is our quarterback for now and the future. So we're not even going to worry about it. We're going to let people chatter. We're going to let them chirp. We're going to let them say that we should trade Dak and use the money that we were going to use for Dak and sign Jadeveon Clowney because Dalton. We're going to let them chirp. But we're going to stay grounded because we know real football here on this channel. Cooper Rush was finally released from the Dallas Cowboys in his backup capacity. But it looks like he was picked up by his redheaded father, Jason Garrett. So Cooper Rush will be now a New York Giant in a backup capacity to Daniel Jones. So I'm sure we'll see him soon. But we ain't worried about nothing. But let's skip all that. Let's get into it. Let's get into what we really came to talk about today. So I've been getting a lot of questions, and people have been asking me, Tuck, if you had to select a dark horse from this year's draft class, who would it be? And to be honest with you, it was kind of hard. I was kind of puzzled. Like, who would I select? Because I feel like as the Cowboys, during the draft, as a Cowboys fan, we pretty much crushed it. And so I think all the picks that we selected, besides like Ben DiNucci, maybe or not, I really don't have an eye out for him because he's a 7th round pick and he's a quarterback. But I think that the 5 core group of this class are all going to have a tremendous impact. I mean, I know CeeDee Lamb is. We know CeeDee Lamb is. And I know Diggs is. And I also think Gallimore will too as well. So you got to go into the conversation with Robinson. Though I don't think Robinson will be a day one starter. I think that he will be one of those players to kind of watch and kind of migrate slowly throughout the season as it progresses. Also, Tyler Badass, I think he adds depth to the center position. We do have Joe Looney, but as you know, in the O-line, injuries happen frequently. So I do think you'll see a little Tyler B getting some reps soon. But if I had to pick one of my favorites with this draft class, and as the more that I research, I became more excited about, it would have to be Bradley Anae out of Utah. And the reason why is we need edge rushers. You know, that was kind of the area of a focus that everybody wanted to focus on was the edge rusher. Really, can we count on Aldon Smith? Can we count on Randy Gregory? So we want to solidify that edge rush on the opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence. Now, I don't think he's going to be that. I don't think he's going to fill that need. But what I do think he will fill is more of the linebacker role. And it looks like by the sounds of things, we're transitioning from a more of a 4-3 principle to more of a 3-4 principle. So Bradley Anae is going to add to that linebacker depth that we really need, you know, with Jalen Smith, Van Der Esch, Sean Lee still, and then, you know, we need another outside pass rusher. So I just think Bradley Anae could come in and have an impact. Now, here's the thing. You know, I did a lot of research on Bradley Anae, you know, post-draft, to be honest with you, and I found something that I liked today. And I posted on Twitter at JTuck151. It looks like Eagles fans, yeah, you guys had him on your radar. It looks like the Eagles had Bradley Anae on their radar in the 2nd round. Interesting. But I understand you put your draft on auto draft after we took CeeDee Lamb for you, and you scrambled for picks and just blew your whole NFL draft. It happens. Not to us, but it happens to you. Such is life. So I think there's a lot of people that were very high on Bradley Anae. When you look at his combine results, I mean, he's like 6'3", 250, but he ran like a 4'9". I mean, a 4'9" and a linebacker. I mean, if we're being honest, I think Jane Slater ran like a 4'8" when she ran her 40. So he had a real bad combine number. I think he did 25 reps on the bench press, which isn't bad. he didn't really have good measurables. But Bradley Anae is a football player. And if you watch the film on Bradley Anae, he has those intangibles, how to get to the ball. And when you need an outside pass rusher, you look for more things than just explosiveness. I mean, that's the fun stuff. The engine's the fun stuff, right? But you need quickness, you need leverage, you need hand movement, you need, versatility, you need to be agile. Those are the things that goes into a good pass rush. And if you watch the film on Bradley Anae, you have to take in consideration he gets off the ball fairly quick. It's not by, just talent and just by his athleticism, but he has a knack and sense from when the ball is snapped, and he gets off the edge very quick, and he helps beat that tackle and also the tight ends to the depth of the quarterback, which is something that a pass rusher will need. He also is very good with using his hands once he gets in contact, because that's the key. I played outside pass rush when I played football too. Once you get engaged, it's really keeping those Tyron Smith, those big fellas, keeping their hands off of you, and I think he does a great job at that. But not only does he does a great job with the outside pass rush, which, there's a lot of great outside pass rushers, but to be able to cut back inside and cut off those passing lanes of the quarterback is something that when you watch the film on Bradley Anae, he does a great job at. He has a sense of awareness on the field, which is something you cannot measure. He's just a football player. I mean, you watch the combine, you see a lot of track athletes. You see the people who run the 4.3s. You see the people with the 44-inch verts. You see the people with all these measurements, but they can't play no football. I need football players out there on the field, and I believe Bradley Anae is a football player. I mean, you combine him with Jalen Smith, you put him in with LV, the Wolf Hunter. I'm going to kind of name him the Aquaman of the team, because he likes to swim with sharks and cliff dive and be in the water. He's like a modern day Aquaman. So, I'm excited to watch Bradley Anae play and see how his career progresses in Dallas. He's going to be one of those players who's going to kind of stick around camp. And if you keep your ear to the street, you're probably going to hear his name quite a few times buzzing through camp. So I think Bradley Anae is my personal dark horse that I would pick to have a great season and a great career at Dallas. That's kind of flying under the radar. I mean, all of these guys we drafted, I think they're going to have great careers. Like I said, even Gallimore, I think Gallimore is going to be tremendous. He's going to be in the rotation tackle, playing with, that depth and that veteran leadership that he's going to have. Gerald McCoy's going to have him right because that's OU bloodline. So I think, he's going to have an engine. Now, he's one of those players that jumps off the screen with athleticism and numbers at the combine. And when you watch him on film, everything matches up. But I think Bradley Anae will have a great career at Dallas, and he'll get started. It'll be like a slow progress, but you'll slowly start to see him peeking through, making a few plays here and there. And I think the Cowboys fans, are going to love him because he has a vibrant personality. He's kind of like LVE had. It's just kind of that weird, outdoorsy type personality. So, he might wear number 56, which will be dope because he had 54, 55, and 56 for our linebacker core. But Cowboys fam, tell me what you think. Who was your dark horse, Katy Perry? Who's your dark horse? Who do you like in this draft, and who do you don't like? I mean, I haven't seen many complaints with this draft, but maybe there's someone we picked, and you were just like, nah, we shouldn't have taken him. I personally like all of our picks. I think we're solid. We fulfilled our needs, and I'm not even going to talk about CeeDee Lamb because if you know, you know. But comment below, man. Tell me what do y'all think. Who's your dark horse? Also, like I said, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Share the channel. Follow me on Twitter at JTuck151. I follow all Cowboys fans back. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's your boy J Tuck signing off with now another Cowboys fan episode. Peace.